Mamas, so I am back many months later since my first video where I was pregnant and I showed you all how to check for Diastasis Recti, talk to you about what Diastasis Recti is, all that fun stuff. So now I am currently 8 weeks postpartum, and my little one is actually back there. So I wanted to come in and show you all where I am on my journey at 8 weeks postpartum with my Diastasis Recti, because I definitely had one while I was pregnant and had it postpartum. And I just want to show you all where I am checking myself for Diastasis Recti, and I want to show you how to check yourself for Diastasis. All right, Mama, so a few things to note here when you're checking. You want to make sure that your pelvis is not tilting. You should not be tilting your pelvis back. You want to keep it in a neutral spine position. Neutral meaning it's not rocking forward or backward. All right, it's a neutral spine. And you want to engage your pelvic floor muscles. So you want to think like you're zipping up your muscles here. So you're not crunching, but you're pulling and drawing those muscles in. All right, hands down by your side. And you're just going to lift your head gently up. You're not crunching, you're just lifting your head up. That's the proper way to do the test. Also to note, you're going to use your fingers here, this way, to check the finger width or number of fingers that your actual Diastasis Recti is, if you have one. And then you're going to check the depth by poking down here. Okay? So I'm going to lift my head straight up, hands down by my side, engaging my pelvic floor. All right, not crunching, just engaging those muscles. And we're going to lift up, and I'm going to check. I'm going to start at your sternum and work your way down. Here, the bone, all right? So I start there to check, all right? So this is me just lifting up my head. And I just go down and press, okay? So here, near my sternum, is just now 1 finger width, okay? So when I put my fingers down, lift up, only 1 finger falls in between that gap. You want to check all the way to above the belly button and below, all the way down to your pubic bone down here, all right? Because that tissue that you're checking is that linea alba, which is the connective tissue between your 2 abdominal walls, and you want to check to see how taut that tissue is and how strong that tissue. So it's not a muscle, right? So when we talk about strength, we're talking about how much that tissue has been expanded when you were pregnant. So you want to see how strong that connective tissue is, okay? And so when you do the proper exercises, that which I will show you how to do in the program, when you do those proper exercises, you will strengthen the muscles, and also you will therefore strengthen the tissue, because you are bringing those muscles back together, and you can have a better contractile force of the muscles when that tissue is not being spread, that tissue's close together. All right, and so that tissue's doing what it's supposed to do, which is to keep the abs together. That's ultimately what you're trying to achieve when you're doing core rehab and core strengthening. Okay, hopefully that makes sense. And then I'm going to check the depth here. You're looking to see how far your fingers go in the hole. So mine goes in pretty far. Versus up here, not so much. Barely. Nothing like down here. So I'm definitely deeper when I get closer to above my belly button, which is typically the area where you find a good bit of separation in a lot of moms. And at 8 weeks postpartum, I'm 1 finger width, which is a blessing, okay? I'm so excited that the beginning exercises, level 1 exercises that I've been doing, I'm going to be honest with you, not as consistent as I should be, but that just lets you know just how effective those exercises are when you at least do them. A lot of moms get discouraged and they don't do the exercise, or they stop doing exercises. I'm going to turn and talk to you all. They stop doing the exercises because we're so busy, right? I have a newborn just like you all do, or did at some point, and so life is busy as a mom, okay? And so be encouraged that even if you don't do them every single day, something is better than nothing. And so I've not done any exercise up to this point, except for going to the gym maybe twice at this point, and that was to walk on the treadmill, and I did a very few exercises in my deep core strengthening exercises that I teach you all how to do. So be encouraged in that, because I like to bring you all along the journey with me, and I want you all to know the truth, right? And I want you all to see that in my own journey, 8 weeks postpartum, I didn't do this very consistently, but when I did it, it was effective. And the most effective way to prevent diastasis recti or to reduce it after you have a baby is to do these exercises while you're pregnant. Okay, learning how to engage those deep core muscles while you're pregnant, and when you're working out, if you can work out when you're pregnant. Okay, so make note of that. I did those exercises then, and that's why I believe mine is only a finger width now at 8 weeks postpartum. But again, back at 4 weeks, it was more like three finger widths, and that was a little discouraging to me. But I said I'm going to do what I can. And I want to show others my journey, to say I went from 3 fingers to 1 finger just doing those basic exercises. I did nothing else. Okay, so be encouraged in that. So this is where we are. Again, hopefully, excuse me, that makes all the sense in the world. Hopefully. All right, so I'm checking the depth. And depth-wise, I'm going to about, I think about here around my belly button. Let me check again. All right, so this is where I'm going. All right, here, to this finger, to this line on this finger above my belly button. That's the depth. All right, and when it's taut, it should be maybe to no more than down here of how deep my fingers go in. So that's what I have to work on. So just because I have 1 finger width doesn't mean I've done the work and I'm ready to just start doing planks and push-ups and things like that, which are the exercises you want to hold off on, because it can cause more stress to the abdominal wall and to the connective tissue. You want to hold off on those exercises. So I'm not going to jump back into those exercises even though I have 1 finger width, because the depth of the, when I push in, checking for my diastasis recti, it goes in deeper than I would like for it to be. Because that connective tissue is not strong, and that's where a lot of people mess up, is they think only 1 finger width and they're not checking the depth, and then they do those exercises, and then all of a sudden they check again and they have 2 or 3 finger widths and they don't know why. Okay, so be mindful of that. So I'll be doing this program with you all, and I want you to see my progress so that you know that this program does work not just for yourself but on me, and I like to be able to share that journey with you all. So let's get to work.